Hey, Mark, I make the gigantic pizza pie for you, my friend.
Noah, what's on this week's show?
Excuse me, huh? On this week's show, we got the first installment from the Summer X Games.
I'll be taking you through the motions of the board slide.
We hang out with windsurfing's dynamic duo, the Baker Brothers.
Christian goes quad biking. I do nothing.
Well, you know I felt insanely guilty on that fossil fuel burning contraption, you know? It was just
What's on the rest of the show?
so wrong. All right, we've also got the World Cup skateboarding happening at Radlands in Northampton.
Plus, we'll be checking out this season's shorts.
But first, we're off to the Summer X Games for the Bicycle Stunt Street Finals. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Bicycle Stunt Street Final. This is one of the worst links I've ever done. I want to do that again. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Bicycle Street Stunt Final. Bicycle Stunt Street Final? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Bicycle Street Stunt Final. Stunt Street Final? I can't get that right. Ladies and gentlemen. Gentlemen? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Bicycle Stunt Street Final. Let me tell you, this is one of the sickest courses I've ever seen at the X Games. For that matter, anywhere. This place has been totally redesigned from last year. They got a lot more kink rails, way more banks, a lot of tricky technical stuff. This is gonna be insane. Phenomenal. Let's check it. That was good, dude. He went right by me wherever I was talking. Dude, this is going off. These guys are doing some sick transition work, like trying to gap over stuff I wouldn't even dream of even like doing it if it was in a whole bunch of like fluffy pillows and marshmallows, you know? I wouldn't even jump into that stuff. These guys are nuts. Chad Cagey, check this dude out. All right, Volker, man. Woo! Yeah, Volker. 720, dude. That's not, he did that for me, man. He said, dude, I'm gonna bust out 720 with my first hit for you, Stevenson. Dude, he just did a backflip and he waved at me right when he was like landing. He just like kind of like let go. What's up, dude? And then he landed it. Thanks, Dave. Volker, such a nice guy. This guy should wear a cape. Dave Volker with a solid fourth place right now. Chad Cagey with third. And Jay Mira on Dave Mira. We don't really sure. First, second. It could go anyway, but final run's happening right now. Check it. Jay Miron's final run, dude. It can go either way, him or Mira. It all depends on this run right here. Yeah, dude, he's flawless. He's flawless up to this point. He threw a sweet Superman seat grab earlier. Just phenomenal. A no-handed backflip. Yeah! Jay Miron's here. Whoa! Hey, good timing. If you're gonna get a flat, your last run of the comp, you get a flat 2 seconds before the buzzer. That's pretty dang good timing. I'm talking about dang good. Ding dang dang. Okay, we got Dave Mira, man. 360 off of nothing. Mira's got this in the bag. He can actually just sit back and drink a bottle of water, read a book if he wanted to right now, and he's already won it, man. Mira's just having fun. He's working the crowd. 360 to a 360 bar spin. Nice, Dave. Dave is the golden boy. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. We give you Dave Mira. It's been awesome. BMX Street Stunt Final, or BMX Stunt Street Final. This is sick. Chad, congratulations on third. How did this course differ from past courses like over in San Diego?
There's no spine, there's no little mini ramp set up. Everything here was like 90% wedges. It was super rough, so it left a lot to the street rider. I mean, we got a concrete, Jersey bank and all this crazy stuff. We got a rhythm section in the middle. It turned out really good.
This is as close to street as wood can get, I think. I really enjoyed it. It made you think more. It showed the skill, It's the guys who can adapt that did well, and that's what street is. You adapt to whatever's in front of you.
We made a good situation out of something that wasn't really necessarily a great course, I guess, and we just all rode it, and everybody's got to ride it, so you just ride it your best and come up with some lines that are going to work for you.
That was some of the raddest BMXing I've ever seen. Next week, more action from the ESPN Summer X Games in San Francisco.
Next up in the sequence, we're going to be doing the board slide, which means we're going to be sliding across this bit here. And by the way, this feels amazing. Firstly, scope out for a nice little spot to learn your board slide on. A freestanding bar is easiest, although a curb or a bench would serve the same to learn on. Aye aye, just the thing. Seems alright. Doesn't look like it's too slidey though. So for this I need to apply either wax, soap, banana peel, or in this case I'm going for the butter. Advance at a moderate speed towards the object, back facing it. My advice is to try just to slide the end bit initially, and once more confident, go further, and etc. As you reach the point you want to slide, ollie slightly turning 90 degrees, landing weight centered on the middle of the board on the rail. Try to do this as confidently as possible and sustain your balance as you slide along the bar, keeping your weight centered over the truck bolts. As you come to the end of the bar, rock the board forwards with more pressure on the tail, pushing backwards with the back foot and forwards with the front foot. Land weight centered and ride away avoiding any stray wristbands and vanilla ice. The board slide again is very versatile and can be taken all over the shop. One of the main potential injuries you could sustain on higher things like handrails is hitting your family jewels. This is obviously hilarious to the bystander, but one of the most feared and painful injuries about. After one of these, a visit to the fertility clinic could be in order. I feel I should also introduce you to a close cousin called the bung-on. This is essentially running at the object, holding the nose, placing it in board slide position and jumping on it and sliding out. These are a well good laugh and can bring the board slide to less accessible objects. That's it for this week. Next week, flicking it with your heel. Now I'm off to go and mail order loads of gold chains. Where's that butter?
Mark, quit bugging me, dude. I'm trying to show the quad bike feature.
Sorry.
This week for Tried and Survived, I want to check out these quad buggy type things. We're gonna have a little roll through the mud and through the hills of Wales. This ain't about speed, it's about skill.
My name's Bruce. I'd be one of the instructors coming out with you to take you on the course today. This is a 250, semi-automatic, 5 gears. Don't lock your arms like that, because it's going to hit the elbows. Try and take the punishment in the shoulders, okay? Don't go too fast, keep a reasonable distance between yourselves. All you need to do now is sort out some waterproof bottoms, boots, and crash helmet.
I gotta look stylish, huh? My man Mark Parkin here just took us out on the quads. It gets a bit difficult though. I didn't fall off, but I kind of had a little
couple of rolls,
a mini roll. But I mean, can anybody do this? I mean, is this isn't for the faint-hearted, or is this anybody can have a go? I don't know.
Yeah, anyone can have a go. I mean, what we usually do is before we go out, you tell them, if you've got any problems or they're not enjoying it or they're getting scared, and we bring them straight back. But
sure.
The majority of people do enjoy it, so it is quite good.
If anybody wants to find out how to do this, just check our website. And yeah, it's all those W's and dots that I gotta memorize on our website. Thanks a lot, Mark.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
All right, we'll see you later, man. We're
Yeah.
gonna come back and do this again.
No problem.
Dude, check this out.
What's the first thing you think of when I say England?
That sounds good.
They're like Beckham, they're like Gaza. People look up to those guys.
I haven't been here for probably like 3 years. I used to skate a long time ago, and it feels weird. If I was a little skateboarder who hadn't been skating long, and like seeing all these guys and everything, I'd be super stoked. I used to come here, I used to scramble around everywhere, like trying to like grab all the old pros and just get free stuff off them. That's normal. The first thing I think of when I think of Chris Ince is shiny red face. He's a good guy. He's put all his life into this skateboard park, and like, I mean, not many people do that, you know. He's put his whole future in it.
How many events have you put on now, Chris?
This will be the 5th at Radlands, and I also was the coordinator for Vans G97 at Wembley. Wembley was a bit of overkill, really. The stadium was too big, there were not enough people, there's no real good atmosphere, there's a lot of problems with security. We've got our own really skater-friendly stewards rather than security here. Seriously, I'd never make any money out of them. Literally, all the money that I ever make from skateboarding goes back into the park. The great pleasure that it gives me, one, just to see little kids coming in for the first time, they're absolutely shaking with anticipation. It's just like them going into Santa's grotto on Christmas Eve and getting really good presents.
Who's the best dressed skateboarder here today?
Myself.
Kareem, I don't know. He's always got something wild on.
Andrew Reynolds right here. He's smooth, all black, fitted, he's smooth. Ethan Fowler. Oh yeah, sure, he's looking sick, yeah.
Oh my god. Oh.
Toss it between Simon Peppo and
Felix Auger.
I get the young kids asking if I'm the guy from 401.
Are you the guy from 401?
What's that mean? And I get the old guys asking if I was the guy from Animal Chin.
Stream Game Sings is more like official, like goody.
Okay, stand over here, do this. Talk now, skate now.
This is more mellow, laid back. Sort of do what you want, hang out, no one really cares.
This type of event is great for skateboarding. Like all the big mainstream events are good for skateboarding because they get skateboarding's name out there, but they don't really show skateboarding for how it is. This type of event does.
What would you be if you weren't a skateboarder?
Basketball player.
A raver. Listening to Cher.
Art fag. Like I'm both at the same time.
That right there, that's all my boards. That's my vert board, my freestyle board, my street board, my kickflip board, my
The ramp is really small. Now everything's gotten so big and the ramps need to be big. The ceiling, the roof is low. But all in all, it's a fun ramp. It's awesome to see like the kids just super hyped on skating. You know, it's just like when I look at them, I see myself, you know, in early days and like going to events and looking at all the pros and just like being super stoked just by talking to them.
If you could describe your skating as a style of music, what would it be?
Sade?
It's not reggae, and it's not jazz, and it's not rap, and it's not straight, not punk. A mixture.
Eric B. and Rakim, maybe? I don't know.
Noise for the needy.
Probably samba. Country.
Iron Maiden.
I don't know, Aerosmith.
Maybe like Cher. Cher's beautiful, mate. Ali Carnes, Englishman, killing it. Local ramp, yeah, he's killing it.
I'm just trying to have fun. I'm just going to skate, and just when it comes time for the runs, I'm just going to drop in. I have nothing worked out. If I make my stuff, I make my stuff. If I don't, I'm still happy. You might not see any moves in the runs. I just want to see more vert everywhere. Do you know what I mean? I want to get the kids into it. I want to get young kids skating vert. I want there to be like a bit of a future for us all. At the moment, there's no new young kids skating the ramp, so where's the UK ripper for the future and all that sort of stuff? Bucky is just ridiculous what he does. His combos are just crazy. He's just destroying the place.
Like summer's death throws lamb's arms around me. The well ends the west end, sirens screaming unseen. The river frozen and the lions are slain. Up on the west way, watching people share. It's time for Bucky Lassie!
I like the media, you know. If I'm on TV, it's cool.
And now, for your viewing pleasure, the fabulous Baker Boys.
Brothers, they're brothers. Get it right.
Okay, here they are windsurfing.
Oh, Chris, there's still some things you need to learn.
I started when I was about 12. We were on holiday. Me and my dad, we sort of rented a board, managed to sail about sort of 50 feet a few times and got right into it. Came back to England and my dad got a board and taught himself to windsurf and then taught me, and that sort of, you know, progressed on sort of a few months later from that. Everything we do, we sort of compete in a way. I like to do everything the best I possibly can. You know, if you're going to do it, you sort of want to do it the best you can. Pretty much why we got into initially being a professional windsurfer is because of the excitement of doing well in competitions and pushing yourself.
This year's been the biggest year ever for windsurfing, you know, which is good for us and it's good for the sport of windsurfing.
Sponsorship's hard of it because it's all from foreign countries. Getting noticed is a hard bit. You've got to get out there, do well to get noticed by the people, then you're going to get sponsored. We do the indoors, you're in a pool, 80 metres long by about 30 metres wide. You've got 30 fans down one side, laser shows, rock music. Over the last sort of 5 or 6 years, it's been quite popular. We've got two disciplines now of similar type of thing where we've got wave sailing, which is sort of the ultimate of windsurfing as far as, you know, we're concerned. It's most spectacular to watch because we're out in 40 or 50 feet waves, which is pretty gnarly. And also we're jumping anywhere from, you know, 1 foot up to 40 or 50 feet. And we're doing loops, you know, backward loops, we're doing forward loops, double loops even, all sorts of radical stuff. And then we've got another discipline called freeride, which is sort of flat water like it is today. We're doing loops, but much lower. We're doing tricks, a lot of spinning your board around in the air and spinning your whole board and sail around, and a bit more like your old freestyle. The equipment now is so light, so easy to use. It makes anyone being able to literally get on a windsurfer and go out and sail out, turn around, come back in, and get to a good level much earlier on. long term, there is nothing really that gives you the same thrill as flying across the water at 20, 30, 40, 50 miles an hour even, jumping, you know, up to 30 feet.
Mark, man, get off! What are you doing?
Oh, stop wriggling. I need them for the consumer test.
Oh, all right. No, 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 no. Ba-na-na-na-na-na.
Stay light, be so sandy. Don't go balance. Stay light, find me at night. I know all day, sandy.
The time has come again to get your pen and paper ready for another amazing competition.
Yeah, in a couple of weeks, the Urban Games will be happening in London, and it's your chance to win the following.
The two winners will win tickets to the Urban Games, a pair of Vans, and some cul-de-sac clothing.
3 runners-up will also get a pair of tickets each.
All you have to do is say in under 10 words why you should go to the Urban Games.
Send your entries to RAD, Urban Games Competition, P.O. Box 2075 London, W1A 5SW. That's RAD Urban Games Competition, P.O. Box 2075 London, W1A 5SW. All entries must be in by July 25th. So get started, get going, get up in this. Hell, yeah!
Well, that's it for another show.
Next week, we've got more roughage, including top BMX racing action from Ipswich.
We got the best from the Vans Triple Crown.
More Summer X Games, including inline vert triples, and the insanity that is freestyle motocross, cross.
Val feels gravity's pull as she goes gliding.
And we take a look at skateboard decks.
Nice.
Nice. You cannot deny it's not nice. That is pucker.
Go home,
mate.
Christian.